इंकुलाब टीवी प्राइम टाइम न्यूज़ के स्वागतम।
So there were many other causes, and the fishbone diagram and the root cause tree diagram covers all these aspects, and the whole report discusses with all these issues in great detail. Coming to the emergency response, there was total non-implementation of the emergency plans. There are 36 manual activation points for the siren to be used in the factory. Few activation points are near the gate. However, none of the employees who were on duty at that time thought of putting on the siren. This is a very, very major mistake. At least, even after the accident, if there was a siren, we expect people would have got alerted and taken some preemptive action. Second thing, 2:45, the CCTV camera captured the release of styrene vapor. By the time they started their first reactions, it was 5:15 a.m. They started water sprinklers. They also reported that they started pouring what we call the terminating chemicals or high temperature inhibitors called the NDM and TDM. However, it got exhausted, or they could not put it any further. Either way, they had no TBC stocks and the terminator chemicals were not utilized. The point is that if they would have used these terminating chemicals very intensively in the period when they started from 5 a.m. and any time before 1 p.m. or 2 p.m., the accident could have been stopped or mitigated at that stage. It would not have led to a further escalation. However, that effort was not taken. They did not have the chemicals with them, and they asked for chemicals to be airlifted, and by the time it came, the situation was beyond control. Temperatures had reached 153.7 degrees centigrade by 10 p.m. in the night at the bottom of the tank also. It had already reached in the morning somewhere, and now it had reached the bottom of the tank also. So we find glaring lapses in the emergency response system. The issues have been discussed in detail in the report. The committee also did the short-term impact, the long-term impact, and made a full study. The details are there in the committee report. I would request you to go through. What I want to only state that we have done a modeling study. The modeling study, we have done it, and based on that, we have predicted the red zone, the orange zone, and the yellow zone as per the scientific standards. The red zone is the most affected. The yellow zone, orange zone is little less, and the yellow zone are the least affected, but all of them are affected. We have come to, depending upon the strength of the styrene which was going out of the vents, we expect that about 0.4 kilometers from the factory, 400 meters, falls under red zone. Here, the concentration of styrene crossed 4,000 also. Anything above 700 is dangerous to life, and majority of the deaths are reported in this area. We have plotted the houses also which had the deaths. So 0.4 kilometers approximately I'm giving you depending upon the areas. The orange zone extends to 1 kilometer. And the yellow zone extends to about 2.8 kilometers. And the odor was felt up to 4.5 kilometers. So these are the zoning which we have done. Which area is more affected? We have also The affected area, we have also put it in a GVMC map, Greater Vizag Municipal Corporation map. And we have requested the collector and the GVMC to demarcate this area on the ground so that everybody knows what is the affected area, and a long-term effect of this can be studied with the help of Indian Council of Medical Research and other environmental bodies who can do a full-fledged long-term analysis. The report fixes for each and every root cause. We have taken the who is responsible for it, and we have identified the negligence and also the liabilities under the various sections of law. This has been done not only for the company, but we have also examined the role of each and every regulator which interacts in this field. Factories Department, Pollution Control Board, Petroleum and Explosive Safety Organization, PESO, Labor Department, Boiler Department, Town Planning Regulations, everything we have examined, and all the department-wise, regulation-wise reports are available in the final report that we have submitted. We have found lot of administrative lapses, lot of administrative gaps. All those issues have been dealt in the report. Finally, we have given suggestions which we have categorized as technical suggestions and administrative suggestions. In the technical suggestions, we have given 3 broad categories of suggestions. The first is that LG polymers dealing with styrene or any other hazardous chemical cannot be located in this area, which is fully a residential area now. Either this industry should become a green or a white category industry, or this processing based on styrene and hazardous chemicals should be shifted to another location away from the habitations, and the industries department should help them in taking this step. Second, we have also said that the styrene industries, there are a number of industries in India which operate, hold, process styrene. We have requested, we have come out with a technical list of suggestions that for any industry which handles styrene, what are the precautions you should take so that such styrene-based accidents don't occur again in India. In fact, these suggestions will be useful internationally also, because a storage tank causing an accident by vaporization and release of vapors of styrene, this is the first incident in the world. It has never happened. The other incident which has happened is one railway tanker releasing styrene vapor, which happened in USA. And nowhere a factory storage tank had released wet. So this is the first accident internationally, and we are hopeful that the suggestions that we have given with the help of all the technical experts will be very helpful internationally for the people. Simultaneously, we have done a hazardous study industry. All the hazardous chemical industries, we have made a study, and we have given a set of recommendations for the hazardous chemical industries, what all the steps they should take. The Honorable Chief Minister has also asked us to do this study for the whole state of Andhra Pradesh, which will be taking up separately about all the hazardous chemical industries in the state of Andhra Pradesh, and what is the things that we need to take precautions, the steps, so that we don't have similar accidents in Andhra Pradesh. Lastly, we have dealt with the regulatory issues, the administrative issues. What is going wrong? Why are we not able to prevent these accidents again and again? Other day also you saw some accident happened in Visakhapatnam. Then one accident happened in Nandyal. Why are these accidents happening again and again? What is the administrative system of regulation which is going wrong? We did an in-depth analysis about the factory safety regulations. And after a lot of deliberations, this committee has suggested a total revamp of the factory safety regulatory systems in the country and in the state. We have suggested that there should be a factory safety regulator or a factory safety board, both at the central government and the state government. There should be a factory safety regulator, so board at the center and at the state. The center role will be setting the standards and doing all the things. And the state regulator will be on-field regulator who would do. In addition, the central regulator will have a specialized accident investigation wing, a specialized accident investigation wing, which will investigate each and every incident happening in the country. We don't need a special high power committee for each accident. We should have a technical body to examine and give its report on each and every major accident as defined under the MSHIC rules. On the environment side, also we have found a lot of gap. There is lot of duplication. There is a pollution control board and there is a state environment impact authority. There is an Environment Protection Act and there is an Air Act. There is a Water Act. We have brought about that without carrying on any legislative changes, how this whole structure can be unified. The monitoring and the implementation of these acts can be made much better by notifications, by implementations, by delegations, and authorizations. These details are contained in the note. We have also dealt on the issue of environment. Environment right now figures in Article 48A of the Constitution. We have dealt with that issue in detail and our recommendation is contained in the report. So this is what I had to submit. Thank you. So I think I have spoken a maximum in English. Now let me just say a few words in Telugu also, so that after that I am ready to take few questions also.